Hello buddy, Crow back again with another pickups video. This is going to be solely DVDs, Blu-rays, and CDs. No video games whatsoever. However, I will start out with one thing that is slightly video game related. I did get in the mail recently the soundtrack for Super Smash Brothers for Wii U and 3DS. So this was a Club Nintendo thing. I got this for free because I had registered both versions of the game. I had for Smash Brothers for the Wii U and the 3DS, and I took it up on this offer. Supposedly Mewtwo is going to be a digital download sometime in the future, but this has got two CDs. It's got the red CD, and the red CD is 36 songs from the 3DS version, and the blue soundtrack on the other side here is from the 3DS version. I did listen to this a little bit in my car, going somewhere, listen to the red CD. You know, it's interesting, and it's funny is that I already had a couple of these tracks in my car. But I haven't listened to the Wii U one yet. So, yeah, it's, you know, you can't beat free though, you know. Would I have actually paid for this? I don't know. But that is what it is. That was the only CD related thing. Let's get on to some movies and stuff. First of all, gotta get the biggest thing I got, for me anyway, and that is Mystery Science Theater 3000 Volume 32. This has 4 movies in it. This also came with, since I got this from Shout Factory, I pre-ordered it through Shout Factory, and when you do that, you actually get it a month earlier than anybody else allowed to sell it for. So it was funny, I had completely forgotten that I had ordered it from Shout Factory, and then I wound up ordering it on Amazon as well. And then when Shout Factory took out the money for it, I was like, oh, wait a minute, I forgot that I'd buy that, and I wound up having to cancel my Amazon one. When you buy through Shout Factory, I got these last time too, the coasters, which I don't know if I'll ever use. Why would I want to destroy these? You know what? They're more of something to put out for somewhere or whatever. Anyway, what are the movies that are included in here? We've got 4 of them, and they, as always, include the little mini posters. But we've got San Francisco International, we've got Space Travelers, we've got Hercules, and we've got Radar Secret Service. So we'll just kind of go backwards from what I had just shown. Radar Secret Service is kind of an unusual episode because it's kind of like a callback episode. It's like the kind of movie they would have done in their earlier years, but they wound up doing this in like season 6. So it's kind of an awkward movie because really nothing really happens during the movie. The whole focus is on how the Secret Service is using radar. And the focus really isn't on the people at all. It's all about radar this and radar that. But the jokes in the episode are really good. So the movie itself may not be that interesting, but listening to them riff on them is hilarious. Is there anything I could really think about from... I don't know, it's just kind of an awkward episode. There are some sketches are pretty funny for the most part. Oh, you know what? There's a short. I think this is the one with Last Chance for Danger, which is the railroad one. The short is hilarious. I think if that's the case. It doesn't really... Yeah. No, wait, where is it? It doesn't say. I'm pretty sure this is the one with the short. Danger, Last Chance. I can't remember the specific one, but it's about... I think it's one about the Reverend... No, that's not about the... That's the one that's accidents. I think that was on some other episode. This is the one about the police officer that is warning about being careful driving in railroad train tracks or whatnot. And at the end of the episode, I think the people, the kids he was just, the brother of the kid he was just talking to, drives recklessly and drives into a train or something. Anyway, if I might be completely wrong. I hope I'm not wrong. I hope that's the one I'm thinking of the right one. Later, if you will, okay? Next one we got is Hercules. This is the first Hercules movie I think they did with Steve Reeves. Pretty interesting episode. I mean, it's not like a low-budget film. This is kind of a high-budget film for the time, but I think it was filmed all in Italy or whatnot. And so, yeah, it was made in Italy in the late 50s. Oh man, it's like the first of 19 Hercules movies that were made in Italy in the late 50s and 60s. But this one is Patient Zero. Yeah, riffs are pretty funny. I mean, this is kind of like an epic, monumental type movie that just hasn't aged that well. But this is a funny episode. I would recommend watching this one if you haven't. Next one we got is Space Traveler. This is another oddity because this is actually the original title of this movie is called Marooned, and this movie actually won an Academy Award, and it's got some pretty, it's an Oscar award-winning drama about astronauts trapped in space where they can't get home. So it's kind of like almost like an Apollo 13 type deal before there was an Apollo 13. If I'm thinking right, maybe it was after Apollo 13. I don't know. Well, it was definitely before the movie Apollo 13. But Gene Hackman is in here. Gregory Peck. Those are two of the major names that I see in here, and it's kind of weird to see Gene Hackman in a movie that is being riffed on by Mike and the Bots. But they do a good job. The movie's not terrible. In fact, it's pretty decent, and it's got some pretty good special effects in it. In fact, that may be what it won the Academy Award for. I don't know. Or the Oscar, whatever. But yeah, they're trying to get rescued from space. And I won't spoil the ending, you'll just have to watch it, watch this version, Space Travelers. What had happened was, somehow this, I kind of watched the story of how this big budget, Oscar-winning movie wound up with a new name, and Mystery Science Theater, but somehow it made its rounds on TV, and then it was somehow purchased in a block of movies from some company that likes to just edit the movies all up and change the names of them. And that's what happened with this one. Somehow it got renamed Space Travelers, and it wound up for fodder for Mystery Science Theater. So that's how that happened. And then finally, the last one we got here, San Francisco International, which is a made-for-TV movie, which are some of the best ones that they do. Basically, this whole thing takes place at an airport, and there are so many subplots going on that it's kind of hard to keep track at times. You've got the main subplot, which is these guys going around stealing things and they didn't quite hijack the plane, but they kidnapped a couple people. They were trying to get some certain cargo and cause trouble to get flights redirected to get them out of the airport. Then there's the subplot about the kid that's depressed. And when I say kid, he's like maybe 15, 16, 17 years old. The kid that's just depressed because his parents are getting divorced and they're all at the airport, they're about to fly out, but then he basically just hijacks a plane and flies around it, but doesn't know how to fly or land or anything. He just does this for the moment thing, so I have to deal with that. And then there's another even minor subplot about a businessman and a hippie that get in some kind of scuffle, and there's airport securities involved, so a lot is going on in this movie, and I think what they were trying around this certain airport, and I think they were just trying to set up like a pilot for an ongoing TV series that never went off the ground. So those are the movies that are included in Mystery Science Theater 3000 Volume 32. Looking forward to whatever Volume 33 is going to be. I think I should start looking and pre-ordering that now. Moving on, let's move on to a DVD I bought. This was something I've been wanting to see for a long time, but I never really saw it in stores. My wife actually saw it on a Black Friday deal, but it was DVD, and I was like, no, wait, let's wait for the Blu-ray. So I saw this on Amazon for about $10, and I bought it. It's This Is the End, which is a kind of like it's kind of a weird movie because all the actors play themselves. They kind of play a little bit of parody of themselves. Michael, let's see, who's in there? See, some of these people I don't really know. But James Franco, I definitely know. Jonah Hill, I definitely know. Seth Rogen, yes. Jay Baruchel, who's kind of one of the main characters in the movie, and I don't even know if I said his name right, because I'm not familiar with him at all. But apparently he's been in a lot of stuff. Danny McBride, I'm kind of familiar with. Craig Robinson, don't really know what he's in. He's the one guy, he's in the movie, the black guy in the movie with the take your panties off shirt, and he always seems to have a towel on him. Craig Robinson, I don't know at all. Michael Cera and Emma Watson both have cameos in the movie as well. I think there's even more cameos. I know Aziz Ansari was in the movie for at least a minute. But basically what's happened is James Franco is throwing a party because he just got a new house, and he's throwing a house party basically, and the end of the world happens. basically the what do you call it? Give me a minute. What is it called? Ah, shit. Where all the people get the. It's where all the good people on the planet get just ascended up into heaven, and leaves all the bad people behind, and so all these actors are left behind, and then basically there's earthquakes and all this other stuff, and basically all hell starts breaking loose, and they're all holed up in their house, and it's actually a really funny movie. I don't think I can go any further on than that, just without ruining anything. What I was saying, it's a really good movie, and unique, and it's shocking that I had such a hard time finding this movie, and I wound up having to buy it off of Amazon. Next up, this is a movie my wife wanted to see, and I said, you know, get it on Blu-ray, we'll watch it together. Big Hero 6. Now, this is a Marvel movie, and it was something I didn't know, and then knew, and then forgot, and then figured out again after I'd watched it. Hence, there's the Stan Lee cameo. But basically, it's an okay movie, I think, by itself. Maybe it's an okay comic. What I didn't like is you got a team of 6 heroes that are going together to fight against this one villain. They basically, the villain appears first, and they feel the need to use their brains to outfit themselves and use their specialized weapons in order to track them down and stuff. So it's kind of like a reverse, where instead of the hero appearing first and then the villain appears first and then the heroes show up. But what I didn't like was the focus on Baymax, which is this guy on the cover. I would have liked to see more of the other characters, but no, the whole focus was on the kid and Baymax, and that was kind of disappointing me. Other than that, I think that was a great movie. But, you know, I'm not into these computer animated adventures, so I'll probably never want to watch this guy. I mean, I like Wreck-It Ralph, that was different, but like things like Up, this, and like all the Toy Story movies, I'm kind of sick of that animation. I wish I'd see more traditional hand-drawn animation these days, and rather than this computer animated stuff. But anyway, let's move on. I was at Fry's and I saw. Man, okay, hold on a second. Oh, apparently I'm supposed to be. My friends were looking for me because I was supposed to be at their house or something. I don't know. So let's finish this up. We got 2 more left. I had to buy this Mighty Mouse, The New Adventures. This is something that's been out for a while, but when I originally saw it, it was like $30, and I was like, I don't want to pay $30 for this. They had it at Fry's for like $17, and I was like, well, that's better. It's 3 DVDs at least. So I bought it. It was one of those cartoons I used to watch Saturday morning, and why do people keep texting me? Yeah, so this is like a reimagining of the original Terry Toons Mighty Mouse cartoons. This was actually produced and directed by Ralph Bakshi, who did, of all things, Fritz the Cat. But what this is actually kind of one of the reasons I liked watching this was because it was completely different, completely brand new, super exaggerated animations, and just the wackiest stories you could think of. And it's like the prototype of like things that came out later. Like a lot of those Nickelodeon cartoons, like Ren and Stimpy and Rocko's Modern Life, and just other way out there cartoons. But those are the 2 that I mainly can think of. Like maybe even like Real Monsters and that kind of thing. So yeah, this was kind of like, and even if you look at the back of the box, you could kind of see, and I'm sure I'm showing like screenshots over in the corner. But yeah, this is actually a little bit older than I thought when I looked it up, because it's like from 1987. Yeah, it's got like, I don't know how many episodes, 3 discs. Yeah, 1987 to 1988. And it's running time, all the episodes, 7 hours and 35 minutes, so we could binge on that. Kind of getting distracted. I'm going to send one more message, and no, actually I'll finish this video, then I will get to this. They want to know if I'll be there for food. So I'm getting quite distracted. So yeah, kind of out there and original, and Mighty Mouse is basically the mouse version of Superman in a super wacky style cartoon. How could I pass this up for, well, I could pass it up for 30, but not for 17. Let's move on. Last thing, and I saved the ultra wackiest, worst thing for last. Just take a look at this. Why in the world did I buy this? Well, I was at Fry's, and at the same time I bought my mouse, I saw this sitting on the shelf, and it had a $2 price tag on it. Okay, not only did it have a $2 price tag on it, but it was on sale, and it had another like tag, like a huge tag just for this, saying it was $1.50. So I was like, okay, well, I'll buy this, and I couldn't really find much information on it. I looked it up on Amazon, it's selling for $30 at Amazon. It's like, well, okay, if I buy this and I don't like it, I'm out $2, or $1.50 rather, $2 with tax perhaps. What this is a cable access show from Manhattan, New York. So that's probably why you haven't heard about this, unless you're from Manhattan. It aired on cable access. If you don't know what cable access is, think of like Wayne's World. The whole premise of that skit, or those movies, were that they were a cable access show. So that gives you the kind of idea of what to expect from this. And what's funny is, like, some of the costumes are really good, but some of them are really bad. The acting is, well, probably better than anything I could do, but still not, like, top tier or anything like that. But special effects, forget about it. Oh, wow. But honestly, this was before, like, they probably didn't do any of these special effects on computers or anything. So, I don't know when this came out, but holy crap, I can't even explain it. We've got Elektra Elf, who takes a pill and she turns into an elf superhero. Literally, her ears grow. And then she's got a dog named Fluffer. So actually what's weird is that it's kind of hard to understand what the actual name of the series is, because if you look this up, it says the name of this is actually Nick Zed and Reverend Jen present the adventures of Elektra Elf. Not Electric Elf, just Elektra Elf. But I've been calling it The Adventures of Elektra Elf. But then the title screen says it's Elektra Elf and Fluffer. Now, Fluffer's her dog, and the dog can talk, which is not very convincing, and can ride a flying skateboard. And then we've got villains like Maggot Man. Let's see. Okay, I'm just going to read the back of this. By day, Elektra Elf is Jennifer Swallows, a mild-mannered reporter for Art Star Scene magazine. That's Ass Magazine. And Fluffer is Booby, a Chihuahua clothes model. But when danger calls, the two put on stylish leotards and kick butt, taking down corrupted senators, sleazy frat boys, satanic cults, landlords, zombie tourists, and other miserable malcontents in each heart-stopping episode. Unlike Spider-Man, Superman, or Batman, these aren't the same old superheroes rehashed by entertainment moguls to fill the pockets of media conglomerates. These are original superheroes for a new millennium, which is really funny because I know the one character obviously had a slightly altered Wolverine costume. But yeah, it's just so weird and out there, and it might even be on YouTube, but this is how I wind up with things like this. $2. My curiosity got the better of me. I don't even think this would work on for riffing, because it does such a good job of riffing itself. You don't need help to do it. Yeah, this just needs to plug in there. You don't need anybody else to riff this for you. You just need to. You can riff on it on your own self and just enjoy what it is. Anyway, those are all the DVD, Blu-rays, and CD pickups. I better call somebody and let them know I'll be there for dinner. Thanks, everyone. You had to get the last word in. Thanks, everyone, for watching. See you all next time. Bye.